Mic check, 1 2 1 2, volume check. Check, 1 2 1 2. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Beater Jim here with P Residential Service. Excited to present to you today Game 5 of the 2026 NBA Finals featuring the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks. We are live out of Charlotte, North Carolina, broadcasting as we take you into San Antonio, where the Spurs look to extend their season in a crucial Game 5. For those of you just catching up on the series, the Knicks completed the largest comeback in NBA Finals history last game to take a 3-1 lead, coming back from a 27-point deficit at the half. Will that momentum swing a championship to New York for the first time in over 50 years here tonight? Stay tuned. We are about 10 minutes away from tip-off. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Beater Jim. I'm an independent broadcaster based out of Charlotte, looking to provide family-friendly sports play-by-play commentary and entertainment on a routine basis. I currently fund on a self-operational capacity and am accepting donations and contributions using the link below. For those of you interested in supporting the stream, it would mean a lot to receive your donation in the form of a GoFundMe link. Check in the description of this video. All support is welcome. I look forward to creating this content, as I will be live streaming next week for the FIFA World Cup, as well as any NBA Finals game if the series is to go on for further games. I will be broadcasting both of those events next week, so stay tuned for future updates as we get into the heat of this summer season. And I'm actually going to take you guys into some of my behind-the-scenes process while we wait about 10 more minutes for the tip-off to begin, because it looks like our forecast is actually a little bit off. For those of you in the Charlotte area, you'll know that today it was very hot outside, got up into the low 90s, and so very hot temperature. So I definitely do not agree with the weather dashboard that was pumped out. So I'm going to see if I can troubleshoot that issue right now. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to one of my spreadsheets that I use to set up my broadcasts. This is the weather spreadsheet, and currently I know it says that that is indeed the weather, but for whatever reason this is not what we need it to be. That, and I see why. So for those curious, the mechanism we use for this part of the broadcast, we actually use a weather.gov API to import live weather data. When we do this in the morning, here at the top, there is a today, or this morning, this afternoon, or more than likely just today, the temperature, the high for the temperature, and then tonight's temperature as well. So in the early part of the day, all this is moved down one, and we have an extra slot. At night, it reduces that to just tonight. So we need to update ourselves by just one for tonight so that we can get that fixed and update our weather board to what it actually should be. And so for here, we have a lot going into these icons, but for these, we're just pulling directly from here. And so we need to change that to subtract each of these by 1. And you know there is going to be that 1 that's off tonight, but I'd rather take 6 that are correct and 1 that's slightly off than 6 that are completely off and 1 that's accurate to tonight. That's a good point. We got to change those as well. Currently the national anthem is being played. One of the things that excites me the most about this broadcast is that I have an open source philosophy with it, meaning I don't mind taking folks behind the scenes as it pertains to my setup, because I do feel that Excel is a very valuable skill for the average person to know. And so I don't mind exposing or showcasing interesting ways in which it can be used. But with that, we have an updated weatherboard. I'm going to take a snippet of this using the snipping tool on Windows. And we're going to return to our scoreboard. Make sure that pastes. Yep. We're going to get rid of that. And we are back in business, y'all. That is one thing great about owning your property when it comes to the work you do. You know everything about it. You know how it works. You know how to change things and manipulate things within. And that gives you the ability to adapt. And so for those of you looking to expand or grow in whatever it is you might be, look to understand the different pieces you have involved in it. And hopefully the whole thing will come together accordingly. But as we announce the starting lineups, make sure to donate using the link in the description below. But as we move into the starting lineups for the New York Knicks, we have Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. For the San Antonio Spurs, we have Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and Stephon Castle. During commercial breaks tonight, we will be entertained by the replay of the 1999 NBA Finals Game 5 in which the Spurs won the championship, Tim Duncan's first title. This will be our commercial break entertainment tonight. So for those of you staying tuned, we are in for both a show of the past and a show of the present. And if you're interested in seeing many of these presentations in the future, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you want to see in future updates or future videos. Make sure to donate, subscribe, whatever you can do to help. I look forward to providing quality broadcasts to audiences near and far. Again, my name is Beater Jim with P Residential Service. And as we prepare for tip-off, I want to say thank you for your support and your viewership. And I look forward to presenting an excellent game tonight. Make sure if you join the chat, I do play live chess with my viewers. You guys are the white pieces, I'll be the black pieces. So if you're interested in playing chess and you're one of the first viewers, you can go ahead and make that first move. I look forward to playing in presentation or in broadcast games with audiences, including, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. I gotta find an old document, but I want to give you guys a little sneak peek as to what one of our next Excel projects for in broadcast entertainment might look like. That gives you a little hint. Got a lot of exciting things lined up, so stay tuned. Alright, y'all, we are about to get started with tip-off. All right, y'all, the players are on the court. The centers are getting lined up. And the referee is walking over. As we are live from Charlotte, bringing you into San Antonio for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Knicks looking to gain their first title in 53 years. The Spurs looking to stay alive as we get started. And New York has won the tip, with Jalen Brunson now controlling the ball. Ball still with Brunson. 6 to shoot. Dribbles on Wemby. Gets inside. Pulls back for a 2. Misses the shot. And it's rebounded by Champagnie. Wembanyama carrying the ball. Guarded by Cat. Hands it off to Castle. Guarded by Bridges. He gives it to Fox. Gives it to Champagnie. Back to Fox. 3 to shoot. Castle jabs, shoots it for 3. Off the target. Anunoby grabs the rebound. Ball goes to Brunson. Cat, Anunoby, crosses inside. Passes it out. Bridges, Hart. Back to Anunoby at the corner. Dribbles left. Loses his footing. Picks it up. Hart with 2 to shoot. Spins, fades. Air ball. Wemby gets the rebound. Castle gives it to Wemby. Gives it to Vassell. Looking. Gives it to Castle up top. 8 to shoot. He goes right. Bumps into Cat. Gets a steal. Hart with the ball. Passes it to Bridges in the corner. Gets some space and shoots for 2. No good. But a foul on the play. Castle picks up the foul. All right, it's Brunson with the ball. Pass it to Hart. He's got a lane. Goes up for the layup. It's no good. And another loose ball foul. That foul's on Champagnie. Excuse me, that was a foul on Wembanyama. Side out of bounds for the Knicks. Brunson gets it to Cat. He's guarded tightly in the corner. Poked out of bounds by Vassell. So still Knicks ball. 10 minutes to play in the first. Still 0-0. No shots have gone in yet. 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Bridges inbounding it. Gets it to Cat at top of the 3. He dribbles right, looking to get a lane. He gets blocked by Wemby. And Fox grabs the rebound. And Castle then passes it to Wemby, who grabs his first points of the night to start out the scoring. So Anunoby gives it to Bridges. Cat in the corner, double teamed. Pass goes cross court to Brunson for 3. Wide open, and he knocks it down. Towns with the assist. Fox gets spaced, shoots a three over the backboard. It's going to be out of bounds. It's a Knicks ball. Brunson with the ball for New York. Passes in the corner to Cat. He's looking for space on Wemby, and it gets blocked by Wemby. And he drives into the lane, goes up, misses, but Champagnie gets the rebound and puts it back in. 4-3, San Antonio lead. Hart brings it up for the Knicks. He picks it up, gives it to Bridges. He's got Fox on him. Gives it a Cat. Swing to Hart to Anunoby. 8 to shoot. He's looking for space. Goes up strong for 2. Misses it. And Vassell grabs the rebound. Champagnie. Fox goes inside for the layup. Misses it. And Towns grabs the rebound. Anunoby gets Wemby up. And gets fouled by Champagnie. 8:08 as Champagnie picks up a foul on Anunoby after a beautiful pump fake to get Wembanyama in the air and clear up a lane for a wide open dunk. Champagnie blocks and fouls. So 3 team fouls for the Spurs very soon into this first quarter. So Anunoby knocks down the first free throw. So Anunoby knocks the second one. 5-4, New York. It's Castle dribbling up for the Spurs. Hart almost pokes it away. Gets the ball to Vassell. Gives it to Wemby. 8 seconds to shoot. He's got Cat on him. Rises up. Throws up a shot. Misses it, but a foul on Towns in the act of shooting is going to send Wemby to the line for 2. As Wemby misses the first free throw, makes the first free throw. Knocks down the second. Brunson dribbling up. It's Castle on him. Passes to Bridges. Dylan Harper is checked in, is guarding him. Gets it to Towns, squares up for 3. Too strong. And Keldon Johnson, who's checked in, grabs the rebound for the Spurs. Wemby gets it, gives it to Castle. Gets it to Johnson. Dribbles hard inside, goes up for 2. And Wemby gets the putback. 8-5, San Antonio. Brunson dribbling inside, passes to Anunoby drives inside, steps back for 2. Off target, and Castle grabs the rebound for the Spurs. Gives it to Harper, to Wemby. 10 to shoot. Gives it to Harper. Shoots a 3. And that goes in. Wemby with the assist to Harper. He gets his first points of the game. Makes it 11-5, San Antonio. Hart gets it to Cat. Gets it to Anunoby in the corner for 3. And he puts it in over Wemby. Harper gets it to Castle. To Vassell, who shoots a quick 3. No good. Towns with the rebound. Brunson. He's guarded by Keldon Johnson. Dribbles to his left. Steps back for 2. No good. And it goes out of bounds on the Spurs on the rebound attempt. So it is Knicks ball as we have our first timeout of the game. Spurs take their first time out of the game. 5:51 to play in the first quarter, y'all. 11-8. San Antonio lead. And while we wait for the game to return, enjoy the 1999 Game 5 of the NBA Finals, featuring the Spurs and the Knicks.
Big game in Game 4, 18.6 rebounds. Rebounding from a tough Game 3 here. Avery Johnson has some daylight. Brings it back outside to Ellie, 5 on the 24. Johnson, baseline jumper, way short, air ball. Sprewell has it. Houston to Larry Johnson between 2 defenders who make him miss. Duncan with his first rebound. He snared 18 in Game 4. Robinson, the move he likes best, across the lane, moving right to left. But the ball belongs to the Knicks.
Bob, I think you could see in that first possession with New York, Jeff Van Gundy saying, we need Larry Johnson to score. They run the first play for him. But once again, Tim Duncan just too big for him inside. He couldn't finish.
Sprewell. It spins out for him. Duncan another rebound. Sprewell has that move a bit like Michael Jordan, where he separates himself from the defender for the jumper. Sean Elliott off the dribble into the lane and a whistle.
Remember now in Game 4, San Antonio made a very conscious effort to get Elliott and Avery Johnson in the game early, and then Duncan and Robinson took over late. You see a little bit of that right now as we see Greg Popovich, but Bob, it was interesting. We went through the stats. 31 screen rolls in Game 4, 31 screen rolls the entire first 3 games. They used to get movement and get these guys involved in the game.
Elliott hits the first. Sean Elliott was the number 3 pick of the entire draft a decade ago in '89 after Purvis Ellison and Danny Ferry, and just before Glenn Rice.
Well, he's a very underrated defender. What happened the other night is when Mario Elie picked up a quick foul, he moved over to play Allen Houston. So we'll have to watch as the matchups go tonight. But again, they need a big effort from Sean Elliott.
Spurs with the game's first points. Sprewell gets into the paint, but can't finish. Duncan over Johnson, doesn't get the bounce. Houston, nice move. Started to drive, slammed on the brakes, hit the short pop.
And that's a very difficult shot when you're driving like that, to be able to plant.
All right, y'all. As we get back into the game, we move away from our commercial entertainment and back to the main screen. 11-5 with 5:51 to play. Coming out of the timeout, Knicks inbounding. Gets the ball into Hart. Passes it back to Brunson. Dribbles inside for 2. Gets it to Hart in the corner for 3. Misses it. And Vassell grabs the rebound. Gives it to Harper. He dribbles inside. Goes up for 2, and it goes in. Hart with the ball. Tries to get it to Shamit. Gets deflected. Kick ball, I believe. So Knicks side out of bounds. Brunson gives it to Hart. Gives it back to Brunson. Pulls two. Gives it to Hart. Throws it to Towns in the corner. Hart to Shamit to Bridges. Rebound. Goes to Hart, but it gets stolen. Johnson misses the attempt and Towns grabs the rebound. Vassell then grabs the steal. So Bridges picks up a foul, side out of bounds. And Harper grabs a quick two. Shamit, 5 to shoot. Has to put it up. Shoots for 3. Way off. 24-second violation. 15-8. Here with 4:18 to play in the first quarter. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment in the video. Let me know what you want to see next time or if you're enjoying the series. I will be streaming the rest of the remaining games this series if the Spurs are to win and extend. But if not, we will have a champion tonight in the Knicks. We shall see. As Harper gives it to Johnson, who gives it to Fox. Missed. And Johnson grabs a rebound, and it's a kick ball off the Knicks. 4:01 to play as Mitchell Robinson checks in for the Knicks. Cat going to the bench. Hart going to the bench. Alvarado's checked in as well. Champagnie with the ball, and Anunoby picks it off. Drives coast to coast. Misses it. Fox pass is too strong to Keldon Johnson. Goes out of bounds on Fox. So Alvarado with the ball. Fox guarding him. Goes around screens, loses his footing. Passes it to Brunson. Dribbles right on Harper. Off target, and Champagnie grabs the rebound. Harper dribbling it up. Passed it in the corner for Keldon Johnson for 3, and he knocks it down. His first points of the game as the Spurs take a 10-point lead. Brunson circling the baseline. Passes it up to Alvarado. Gives it back to Brunson. 9 to shoot. Anunoby with the ball. Gets a screen. Steps back for 3. No good. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. Passes it to Alvarado. Back up to Brunson. He's got Keldon Johnson on him. He loses it. And Champagnie, who got the steal, shoots it for 3. Shamet grabs the rebound. No good. It's Brunson. Steps back on Harper, and he knocks it down. 18-10. As we cross the 2-minute mark here in the game, here in the first quarter. Harper, pass it to Fox. 10 to shoot. Champagnie wide open for 3. No good. Alvarado picks up the rebound. Alvarado dribbles, goes up for the alley-oop. Mitchell Robinson grabs the rebound, draws a foul on Cornette. The Knicks take their first time out of the game. If you guys are enjoying, make sure to let me know in the comments section and subscribe. And also feel free to donate to the broadcast using the GoFundMe link in the description. I do run this channel on an independent basis, so all contributions are welcome and appreciated. Again, that link is in the description. And while I check the stats, I'm going to play the audio.
From 20 feet, Tim Duncan is perfect.
Now that doesn't happen by accident, Bob. I was out here watching them shoot around before the game, and he must have shot for about 20 minutes in that same spot.
Sprewell around Elliott. A few misses will not discourage Latrell. He's now 1 for 3. Duncan. Johnson with a touch foul, his first. Didn't take much for that whistle.
When you roll out and hit this little jump shot, then the next time down the floor what occurs is the defensive man has to close out. That's exactly what happened. Duncan hits it. The next time Larry Johnson comes out, puts his hand on him, and it's a foul.
Elliott for 3. Overshot it. Robinson has the rebound, but a loose ball foul on Mario Elie, his first. The officials are Bennett Salvatore, Steve Javie, and Joe Crawford.
We'll have to watch now. Mario Elie, one of the real keys to the Game 3 win here for New York was he picked up 2 quick fouls guarding Allen Houston. He has one. Let's see if they go right to Houston here to try to get a second.
Tied at 4. Houston. He has scored either 19 or 20 points in 3 of the games. The Knicks have lost those 3. The night he scored 34, they notched their lone victory of the series. Duncan. 2 men on him. Ball poked away. Spurs keep it. Actually, there's a foul on the play, and it's on Marcus Camby, who was in foul trouble in the first 3 games of the series, but not in Game 4 when he had his best outing, 20 points, 13 rebounds.
Well, he stayed away from those kind of fouls the other night. Remember in Game 3, he picked them so quickly. Got to stay away from those touch fouls.
Elie goes to the floor.
There it is. That's a touch foul where he jumped out on that screen roll.
And tripped him.
And Mario Elie drove the ball into him. Now Camby's got 2. Now you're going to have to come in with Kurt Thomas. And this is how games are changed from the start. See, Camby takes a very poor angle to try to get out on that screen. And when he does...
Alright, y'all, as we return to the game, Mitchell Robinson shooting 2 free throws for the Knicks. Misses the first. Robinson misses the second, and Wemby grabs the rebound for the Spurs. He's at 4 rebounds already here in the first quarter as we have 1:30 to go. As Fox crosses right on Anunoby, gets the floater for 2. Fox puts up his first 2 points of the game. 20-10, Spurs with the 10-point lead. It's Brunson, passes it to Alvarado. Gives it back to Brunson, 8 to shoot it, top of the 3, 5 to shoot. Puts it up over Champagnie for 3 and knocks it down. Brunson with his 8th point of the first quarter. As Fox gives it to Castle to Wemby, who pulls up for a 3 himself. Misses it. And Anunoby comes up with the rebound. 45 to play here in the first. As we have a jump ball. .42 to play here in the first quarter. Jump ball. All right, as it's Castle and Brunson going for the jump ball. And Castle wins the jump ball. Spurs with possession. Fox dribbling it, goes left on Shamet, backs him up, passes it to Vassell, pump fakes, and gets fouled before the shot by Alvarado. So he picks up his first foul. 28 to play in the first. Side out of bounds for the Spurs. Knicks in the bonus. So when he first fouls going the other way, we'll send the Knicks to the free throw line. As Fox gives it to Champagnie for 3, and he puts it in. Fox with the assist. Champagnie grabs the first 3-point of the game for himself. As Alvarado loses his footing. Gives it to Brunson. 8 seconds to play in the quarter. Spins. Passes it to Alvarado. Shoots the deep 3 as the buzzer goes. And it is no good. (23-13). Spurs lead on the Knicks as we end the first quarter. So before we go to commercial break, a quick overlook of the stats thus far. Jalen Brunson leading the way across all scores with 8 points. Dylan Harper next up with 7 points to go along 1 assist and 1 rebound. Victor Wembanyama with 6 early points, an assist, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And Julian Champagnie with 5 points and 3 rebounds of his own. Josh Hart off to a slower start. Mikal Bridges with 1 assist. OG Anunoby with 5 points and 2 rebounds. And Towns with 4 rebounds and assist himself. So the Knicks held to only 13 points in the first quarter, the lowest of the postseason. So it will be interesting to see how the Knicks come out and decide to respond here in the second quarter as we go into our commercial break entertainment. If you guys are enjoying, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, let me know what you want to see in future videos. But enjoy the 1999 replay.
Games 1, points and fouls, and then finally in game 4, he broke out, stayed out of foul trouble. Now he has to sit down. He played 3.5 minutes.
Entering this game, the Spurs have taken 116 free throws in the series. The Knicks, 89. Duncan. Gets it back from Ellie. Back to Ellie for the set shot that's no good, and Elliott flies in trying to finish it. But it'll be New York ball.
Sean Elliott very upset there, Bob. He thought he got fouled on that play. Looked like he had good control of it. One of the New York players looked like they hit his wrist.
Larry Johnson shoved him from behind, but no call. Knicks lead it 6-4. Charlie Ward misses the three. Duncan over Johnson. Coming in for the rebound is Sprewell. That time Johnson was left alone, and he's at about a 6 or 7 inch height disadvantage. Sprewell pulls up and misses. It bounces to Avery Johnson, who brings it back the other way. Ellie to David Robinson, follows his own shot, hits it, plus the foul. Meanwhile, Charlie Ward's on the deck. He and the fans wanted the charge. It went just the other way. Robinson got the basket, plus the foul on top of it against Kurt Thomas, his first.
Well, let's see if Charlie Ward's feet are in that no block area. It looks like his foot might be in that little dotted line area. If it is, it has to be either a no call or a block. And actually, David Robinson with a foul. And more importantly, Bob, that's already 5 fouls now for New York. So San Antonio will shoot free throws the rest of the quarter. And you talked already about how important that free throw line has been in this series.
The Spurs have made just 2 of their first 9 shots, but lead 7-6. Sprewell. Tough luck on the shot.
Alrighty. As we get started here in the second quarter. It's Castle with the ball for the Spurs. As Carter Bryant has checked into the game for the first time. As Fox is smothered. 2 to shoot. Shoots it up over Alvarado. No good. Towns securing the rebound for the Knicks. As he grabs his 5th rebound of the game already. As Alvarado dribbles inside, gets it to Anunoby. Passes it back out to Cat. Corner to Alvarado, and Wemby picks up the block. Wemby at 4 blocks in the game thus far. It's Castle with the ball. Gets it to Fox. Finds its way to Champagnie. Jabs, shoots a 3, and knocks it down. (26-13), San Antonio leads. Cat gives it to Deuce McBride, who's checked in for the Knicks. Deflected by Wembanyama, goes out of bounds. Knicks ball. Knicks get it into Towns. Gets it to Shamet, and Wembanyama smothers it. Castle gets pulled down on Alvarado. .10:24 to play in the second quarter. 26-13 San Antonio lead. As Bridges checks back in for Shamet as he picks up, Alvarado picks up his second foul as Shamet checks out. Carter Bryant inbounds it to Castle. Has Alvarado on him. Dribbles left. Takes the contact. Gets blocked by Towns. Gets his ball back. Gets blocked by Anunoby. And it's a 24-second violation. So Anunoby and Towns both picking up a block. as the Knicks play a great defensive possession. As we cross the 10-minute mark, and Harper, playing tight full court press, gets Alvarado in an 8-second violation. So a nice turnover. Very tight defensive game thus far. Just 13 points here for the Knicks. 10:02 to play in the second quarter. Bryant inbounds it to Castle. Gets it to Wemby, top of the three. He dribbles right. And Towns with the great steal. Gets it to Alvarado. Kicks it out. One more. Towns. 12 to shoot. Gets it to Alvarado. He dribbles into the lane and misses it. Carter Bryant with the rebound. As Harper draws a foul. As the foul goes on Anunoby, his first foul of the game. And Harper will be going to the line for two. Knocks down the first one. 27-13, San Antonio. Harper shoots his second free throw, knocks it down. 9 points for Harper already. Off the bench as Alvarado takes it up for the Knicks. Gets a screen from Cat. Gets it back. As Cat gets it in the corner for Hart. Gives it back to Cat. 5 to shoot. Looking for space. Has to put it up. Tightly contested, but knocks it down. His first 2 points of the game. Highly contested fadeaway. Great shot by Karl-Anthony Towns. Castle gives it to Harper. Kicks it to Wemby, top of the three. Castle, back to Wemby, pump fakes. Gets it to Harper for three. No good. Loose ball. And Carter Bryant is able to knock Karl-Anthony Towns' rebound out of bounds off of Karl-Anthony Towns, so it is Spurs ball. As Brunson checks back in for the Knicks. 28-15, 8:35 to play in the second. Baseline out of bounds for the Spurs. 14 to shoot on the shot clock. It's Castle inbounds. Goes up to the three-point line to Wembanyama. 10 to shoot. He rises for three and drains it. Absolutely nothing but net. As Wemby then collects his second foul, and that foul's on Karl-Anthony Towns. So Wemby now with two fouls. And Mitch Johnson, the coach for the Spurs, is going to challenge that foul call. So we head to commercial break. So we will be right back. You guys enjoy the game.
'Houston for three. 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 ' Avery Johnson into the paint. Elliott all alone. Sean Elliott misses what would have been a three-pointer. Ward pegs it ahead to Sprewell. Between two defenders, left hand, bumped by Elliott, and a foul. Sprewell is at the line after being fouled by Elliott, Sean's first. Sprewell's 1 for 5 from the floor. Now he hits the free throw. Game 4 was a typical game for him in this series. Made 9 of 22. That's basically what he's done. 9 of 22, 10 of 24. But he's averaging 26 points. Except for game 1, he's gotten to the foul line a lot.
Well, when you talk to Greg Popovich, the one thing he says is we want to keep Allen Houston and Sprewell off the free throw line, so if they shoot a lower percentage, they won't get their numbers. And when they've scored well, Bob, as you said, they've gotten to that line.
Avery Johnson into Duncan, but it's swiped away by Sprewell. He takes off, and all Avery Johnson can do is grab him.
If there's a concern for San Antonio, they've been very careless with the basketball the last few basketball games. They had 17 turnovers the other night, and New York thrives off this. The quickness of Sprewell. Watch him get back in the passing lane, read it all the way. And again, once he gets that rim in focus, he is not going to stop until he either gets there or gets fouled.
And so he's back at the foul line. When he gets the ball in the open court, it's a bit like Gale Sayers on a broken field run. You're at his mercy.
It's like he picks up speed. The minute that ball gets in his hand, he gets faster. Every dribble is just a little bit faster. But, Bob, another reason why New York must play ahead is because they want to be able to use Dudley. And if they get behind, it puts them in such a bind because he can't score. They're playing 4-on-5, so they need a cushion when they bring him in.
Here's the Admiral, spinning on Thomas, and missing the reverse. Ward's pass for Houston is off his hands. He argues that he was fouled. The Spurs, meanwhile, shooting at a glacial clip, 2 for 11, but trailing by only a basket. Robinson over Thomas.
See, that's your concern now. They're 3 of 12 and the game is tied. And if you're New York with this cold spell, that's when you want to get that little cushion. Play ahead. They've got to get it out of this first quarter. They need the lead.
All right, so we are back, y'all. The officials have overturned the call and have instead switched it to an offensive foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. So that puts him at 2 fouls. Wembanyama back to 1 as Brunson grabs a steal. Brunson with the ball for New York. Down 16. Deuce McBride. He's guarded by Carter Bryant. 5 to shoot. Gets a screen. Passes it to Bridges, who knocks down a 3. It's Deuce McBride with the assist. Cuts it to 13. As Vassell puts up a tough 2. And Vassell grabs the rebound. Shoots for 3 and no good. As Towns grabs the rebound for New York. Towns gets the ball, dribbles inside, can't get it to go, scramble for the rebound, and it goes out on New York. Knicks elect not to challenge. Spurs ball. It's Harper dribbling it, goes into Towns, passes it out to Castle, who shoots for 3, no good. Towns grabs the rebound. His 8th rebound of the game. Deuce McBride gets it to Towns, gets it to Brunson, dribbles inside for 2. No good. Carter Bryant grabs the rebound. Kicks it up to Dylan Harper. He steps back for 2. Knocks it down. Dylan Harper with 11 points here in the first half. He leads all scorers. Knicks give it to Hart, to Towns. Gets it to Bridges. Dribbles into the paint, gets it to Hart, shoots for 3. Knocks it down. Bridges with the assist to Hart, his first points of the game. Spurs with a 12-point lead as we come across 6:10 to play here in the first half. It's Castle gives it to Cornette. Miscommunication. Throws it out of bounds. So it is New York basketball with 6:04 to play. Brunson gets it on the inbound. It's Keldon Johnson on him. Gets inside, goes for the floater. No good. Robinson tries to rebound it. Cornette tips it out of bounds. So it is still Knicks ball, 14 to shoot. Spurs with a 12-point lead as Wembanyama checks back in for Cornette. Brunson gets it to Bridges, up to Mitchell Robinson. 10 to shoot. Bridges with it. Gets it to Hart, 3 to shoot. Shoots it over Fox, no good. Fight for the rebound. Brunson ends up with it. Shoots for 3 and knocks it down. Brunson 3 for 3 from 3. Putting him at 11 points as Fox gives it to Wemby, who misses. His Hart grabs the rebound. Gives it to Brunson. Gives it to Deuce. To Mitchell Robinson. Back to Deuce, who shoots for 3. No good. Keldon Johnson grabs the rebound. His third rebound of the game. As Vassell misses an open layup, it's called a goaltend on Mitchell Robinson. So the Spurs are going to pick up 2 points. As Brunson hits a jump shot in response. Wembanyama off the pass from Fox, no good. His Hart grabs a rebound, gives it to Brunson. 4:19 to play. Brunson. Brunson hits another shot. Cuts it to 7. He's got 15 points here in the first half as Knicks go on a 10-2 run. Harper gives it to Wemby. Goes up for 2, misses it. Looking to get his rebound, does get it. He holds the ball. Four to shoot. Gives it to Fox, who hits the 3. .324 to play in the half. Spurs with a 10-point lead. Brunson. Fox tightly guarding him. Gets into the paint, draws the foul. Brunson misses the first free throw. Excuse me, that was Wembanyama who picked up the foul, not De'Aaron Fox. As Brunson makes his second free throw. 16 points for Brunson. He leads all scorers. As we come across 3 minutes and 8 seconds to play here in the first half. As Fox gets it to Castle, who shoots for 3. No good. Rebound Anunoby. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Bridges hands it off to Brunson. Goes around a screen. 10 to shoot. He gets it to Bridges, who knocks it down for 3. Six-point game. Castle draws the foul on Towns. As we go to commercial break. Spurs up 6 with 2:38 to play in the half. At the half, I will be updating our stats real quick, moving it back to the scheduled entertainment, and I will be taking a quick 10-minute break before coming back for the second half. For those of you just joining, welcome to the broadcast. This is Game 5 of the 2026 NBA Finals, featuring the Knicks and the Spurs. My name is Beater Jim, here with P Residential Service. I'm an independent broadcaster based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, looking to bring age-friendly, family-friendly entertainment and broadcasting to a general audience, as I provide play-by-play sports commentary, casual game, video game gameplay, and other types of content, including Excel workshops, where I go into some of the behind the scenes on how I set up broadcasts. I will be live streaming the remaining games of the NBA Finals, if need be, after this game, as well as select games of the FIFA World Cup starting next week. So be on the lookout for updates. Make sure to subscribe and like the videos so you stay up to date on new posts, new videos. We've got 2 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the first half, so we are in a commercial break. And if you are interested in supporting the channel, I have also got a GoFundMe link in the description of the video. If you would like to pitch in, any amount is welcome and appreciated. I look forward to continuing these broadcasts here in the near future as we get into the hot days of summer. So if you're interested in seeing more, make sure to support by leaving a donation using the link in the description. I look forward to continuing this broadcast. So I'm going to turn it over to Game 5 of the 1999 Finals while we wrap up this commercial break, and I will be right back.
Larry Johnson with Duncan on him. Surrounded by Spurs, goes to the hook and gets the roll.
Well, he needed that kind roll, but once again, the degree of difficulty on those shots for Larry Johnson. He's been so cold from the three-point line, 2 of 15, and he wants to continue to drive it, and he's shooting over those 2 7-footers on every occasion.
Part of the reason why he's shooting 28% in the series. Duncan from the left side this time, and he goes to the bank once more.
How confident is that? He steps out there, shoots that basketball, posts up. Complete player, especially on that offensive end.
7-footer with a feathery touch. Johnson again to the left hand, and again with the 2 points.
And Tim Duncan's upset at himself now. Bob, this is a first-team All-League defender, and he knows one of the keys is to keep Larry Johnson down point-wise. He does not want to let him get off here tonight.
Clock ticking down toward 4 minutes. Knicks by 2. Tried to return it to Duncan. Ball swatted away. Houston looking to save it. Ellie had to hoist it up there to beat the 24-second clock. But it's a violation anyway.
All right, y'all, as we return to play, Stephon Castle shooting 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. His first point of the game. And knocks down the second. So 40-32. As New York controls the ball. As Brunson gets it to Bridges, shoots a 3, no good. Champagnie grabs the rebound, gets it up to Vassell. Ball goes to Castle as he goes up for 2. It's no good. It's rebounded by Brunson. As he backs down Fox. Looking to poke it. Swing passes. Gets it to Bridges. No good as Champagnie grabs the rebound. As Champagnie grabs his 5th rebound of the game. As Fox goes around a screen. Steps back in the paint for 2. No good. Anunoby grabs the rebound. Up to Brunson. Stops for 3. No good. Castle. His Hart gets an and 1. Bit of a convoluted sequence of plays. A few turnovers and missed shots and rebounds and missed shots and turnovers, and ends up going to Hart, who gets a foul from De'Aaron Fox. His first foul of the game. As Hart goes to the line for a 3-point play opportunity. 1:18 to play here in the first half. As the referees are reviewing it, potentially to see if there was flagrant intent. So the referees determine that it does meet a flagrant foul, so it is going to be 2 flagrant free throws for Josh Hart and possession for the Knicks. All right, as Hart knocks down the flagrant free throw. As Knicks get to retain possession. Knicks are in the bonus. for the remainder of the half. Robinson gets it to Bridges. He drives inside for the floater. Gets it. And Fox controlling the ball for the Spurs, who have a 3-point lead with a minute to play in the first half. As Harper spins, shoots for two. Champagnie grabs the rebound, struggles for it. And Josh Hart picks up a loose ball foul. His first foul of the game. .47 to play in the half. As Vassell gets it to Fox, 12 to shoot. Five to shoot. Pulls up for three. No good. Hart grabs the rebound. 30 to play. As Brunson gets it to Anunoby. Swings it to Bridges. Back up top to Hart. Spins. Goes up for two. Short. Fight for the rebound, and Fox comes up with it. 12 to play in the half. Shot clock is turned off. 6 to play. Fox goes left. Kicks it to Vassell. He's got to put it up. Gets it up in time and knocks it down. Vassell hits it as the game clock expires. 42 to 37. San Antonio with the halftime lead. All right, y'all. So I'm going to update our stats real quick as we go into our halftime report. And then I'm going to take a quick break. All right, y'all. So quick halftime report. The Spurs are up 42 to 37 as we head into the half. 6 assists for the Knicks and 5 for the Spurs. It's very much an isolation game at the moment. With a close rebounding game, 25 rebounds for the Spurs, edging out the Knicks is 23. Tight defensive game, 5 blocks for the Spurs and 2 steals. 4 steals for the Knicks and 2 blocks. 8 fouls on the Knicks and 6 fouls on the Spurs. So a low-scoring first half. Very tight defensive gameplay. Brunson, thus far leading all scorers with 16 points to go along 1 assist and 2 rebounds. Dylan Harper leading the Spurs with 11 points, an assist and a rebound. But Wembanyama with 9 points and 9 rebounds to go along with 5 blocks. An incredible defensive game by Wembanyama thus far. And Karl Anthony Towns with 2 steals and a block of his own to go alongside 8 rebounds of his. So a great rebounding game from Karl Anthony Towns and Wembanyama thus far. But Jalen Brunson leading the way with 16 points. He has been on fire with shooting, has not missed too many shots. And Josh Hart off to a good 6 points and 3 rebounds. And Cal Bridges with 8 points. So, and Dylan Harper with 11 points off the bench. So a great first half of basketball. I'm going to go ahead and take my first break of the broadcast. I'm going to turn it back to 1999 as I take that break, and I will be back shortly. You guys enjoy.
When you talk about the Spurs, they need time on the shot clock to run their offense because they're not a team that breaks you down off the dribble. So if they have to use clock, that's when they get themselves in trouble. That's why the Knicks point guards really need to pressure them.
They start the offense again with Houston out on the right side. He gets a screen and pops a 3. It's long and the rebound is taken by Robinson. Avery Johnson trying to find Duncan. It's broken up. And it's Nick Ball as Sprewell snatches it. Sprewell stutter stepping against Elliott. Now it's in Houston's hands. Thomas sets the screen for him, gets it back, and connects.
Remember in game 1 now he had 13 points and 16 rebounds. Since then he has not had a good game. So if they can get him involved in the offense, that could also be very critical.
How often have you heard a junior high or high school coach say this? The man who sets the screen gets the shot. That time Thomas did.
Well, as I talked about in the open, the importance of Larry Johnson scoring for the New York Knicks. So they run the last 2 plays for him, and even though he's undersized, he's going to try to get that ball to the rim. Gets in the paint, and you see David Robinson and Duncan both converge on him. The kind little bounce here off the rim, and then the next possession, they go back to him once again, this time with a nice roll with the left-hand hook shot as he goes into the paint over Tim Duncan. And it's going to be important again for him to score because when he scores, you see game 3, Bobby had 16. That's the win. In the other games, he averaged 5 points. So they need him to score. In that timeout, Jeff Van Gundy says, looks like you're tired. Do you want to come out? He said, no, let me play.
Jaren Jackson is in, Mario Elie out, David Robinson to the bench, Malik Rose in, and a nicely executed play with Tim Duncan picking up the assist on an Avery Johnson basket.
Well, that's the first basket from the supporting cast that we talked about in our open. They're now 1 for 7.
Allen Houston with the jumper. Good again.
Now, if you run a clinic, you take that right there and you show it to young people. The pivot. Allen did everything with the pivot that time. The ball never touched the floor, created space, and shot the jump shot.
Jaren Jackson, just 2 for 15 since a big game 1. Duncan against Thomas. His moves in the post are so much more polished than you'd expect from any player, really, let alone a second-year player.
Remember now, he was well taught at Wake Forest and stayed there for 4 years, so that has really helped him be such a quality player so early in his career.
Footwork is wonderful.
Absolutely.
Sprewell into Thomas. Kurt Thomas in a crowd, knocked away from him, but a foul. It's the foul-prone Malik Rose, who always plays hard, but often hears the whistle.
Bob, we talk about so often that the Spurs offense is going to go through Duncan and Robinson. This time, the little soft pass in the lane as he throws it right over Charlie Ward's shoulder. This time, the single coverage, he gets himself deep. Watch how he spins there with that footwork. Great extension on that little jump hook. Tim Duncan.
Thomas hit the first free throw. Larry Johnson going out, and Chris Dudley in.
Well, let's keep our eye on this now. They've got themselves a 3-point lead here as Kurt Thomas shoots it to make it 4. Dudley comes in. Larry Johnson gets a little rest. 1:58 to go. Let's see what happens here in about this last 2 minutes.
Duncan, Dudley on him. Avery, back to Duncan, head of the key from 20. That one's long, and the rebound belongs to Dudley. Houston to the drive. Hit the side of the glass with it. He has it back. Sprewell's open. Won't take the three. Instead drives and hits.
The pace of this game favors New York, Bob. San Antonio had 27 points at the end of the first quarter. Tonight, only 15.
Joe Crawford says hold on as the Knicks have established their biggest lead at 6. Chris Dudley hit with his first foul. That'll bring Duncan to the line, where he's hit 80% in this series.
That last possession on the offensive rebound, they kicked the ball out to Sprewell. You're saying, I want to close out on this guy, make him shoot a three. You think you've closed out well, and he just blows by you and gets to the basket. Just a little crack of daylight's all he needs.
Allen Houston to Sprewell. Sprewell's little fadeaway is short. Jaren Jackson has the rebound. Here is Jackson hitting a three.
Bob, you nicknamed him the Eliminator in the Los Angeles series after his games 3 and 4, and I know Jeff Van Gundy does not want to see this guy get hot.
And he's been anything but hot since game 1. Ward, little floater. He had 10 points in the first quarter of game 4. That's his first basket of game 5. Last half minute. Duncan over Dudley. Can't hit the bank. Houston's got it. Game clock and shot clock virtually identical.
Now they love to isolate up at the top, allow Allen Houston to go one-on-one. If anybody helps, they'll penetrate for the jump shot, but Houston's going to try to get his own score here.
Everybody up at the Garden. 5 seconds. Houston off the dribble, leans in, beats the buzzer, but doesn't get the bounce.
Now Allen Houston is very, very upset. He felt like he got fouled. All right, Bob, we'll show you why there was no foul call here on Sean Elliott. Now watch this line here. Now who breaks this plane right here of verticality? Elliott or Houston? Who jumps in and creates the contact? You can see right there that it's Allen Houston. That's why there was no call made on that play. So there's going to be contact, but the referee says who created the contact? Did the offensive man jump in? Did he give the defender a chance to go up? And that's more animation than you've seen on Allen Houston. Very upset. That would have been critical. If he got fouled or 2 free throws, they would have been up 5. Now going into the second quarter, as it is, only 3.
Chris Childs and Charlie Ward are now on the floor together. Steve Kerr is in for San Antonio. Ward to Thomas, and now Childs. Behind Thomas's screen. Childs is now 4 for 19 in the series.
Well, they need Childs because Charlie Ward wore down the other night with too many minutes. After the great first half, he was 0 for 5 in the second. They need Childs.
Childs played only 7 minutes on the bum knee in game 4. Duncan. Close to unstoppable. You can maybe make him take a more difficult shot, but you can almost never stop him from getting it off.
Now watch this team right now for New York. They have 2 guys out there, Ward and Dudley, that they're not going to guard, so they're playing about 3-on-5 round. Actually Childs too, so a very poor offensive team right now for the Knicks.
Kurt Thomas. Sean Elliott takes the rebound.
How much time can Jeff Van Gundy buy before he has to come back with Larry Johnson or Houston?
Here's Steve Kerr. Ward up on him. Kerr will let fly from the head of the key, and it's way off. Thomas up on the glass. Sprewell, baseline drive. He was fouled. It could have been a 3-point play. As it is, he'll shoot 2.
Larry Johnson will come back into the ball game right now and take out Chris Dudley. And I'm sure Dudley's not happy, but right now they can ill afford to have guys out there on the floor that can score, that cannot score. Actually, I guess Dudley's going to stay. He's bringing Charlie Ward out of the game. Bob, when you try to cut that baseline off on Sprewell, you better get a foot out of bounds. That guy is so quick. The only other guy I've seen all year long that uses that baseline like him is Kobe Bryant. For New York.
And in comparing Sprewell to Kobe Bryant, you're talking about two guys whose first step is as quick as an eye blink.
That's true.
Foul a moment ago was on Duncan, his first. And Jackson lost it with Sprewell hounding him.
Ball pressure, really an unforced error that time. Jaren Jackson, not a good passer, and Popovich knows that, but he wants him to be able to enter the ball in the post, so if they double, they can kick it back to him as a shooter.
Turnovers, San Antonio 5, Knicks 1. Johnson working on Duncan, fade away. Made him take a very tough shot, and he couldn't hit it. Duncan had it knocked away. No foul on the last play, just Spurs ball out of bounds after it was touched last by New York. Here's Duncan leaning in, and it spins out for him. The rebound is taken by Thomas. Houston's back in. Sprewell's out. Thomas against Malik Rose. Hits over him.
So that's what they're going to do, Bob. Anytime that they take out either Duncan or Robinson, they're going to try to post that man up. And Malik Rose does not have the size to play against Kurt Thomas.
As he starts his drive, there's a foul on the play. It's on Larry Johnson, his second. Duncan out, Robinson in. Consider the frustration of Larry Johnson. He's got to try to guard one of the Twin Towers more often than not, and then one of them is usually guarding him. But if Patrick Ewing were available, that wouldn't be the case.
No question, it would change the matchups entirely. He would then match up against probably Sean Elliott.
Malik Rose with a jump hook, gets the back iron with it. It'll be New York ball. The Spurs have so little regard for Chris Dudley's offense that they have the 6'5" Mario Elie guarding him. So they go to Dudley. Up top, Johnson for three. And Kerr grabs the rebound.
Now 2 of 16 of 3. Dudley that time with the double team. Larry Johnson just cannot find the range on that outside jumper that was so good to him against Indiana.
Robinson, 2 defenders. Misses over them. Houston back. Thomas outside to Childs. Now Johnson. Left hand, got it off the glass.
Larry Johnson can have success against Malik Rose. They're very, very similar players. About the same size. He knows he's not a shot blocker.
It's that 2 for 16 from 3 that's killing him, because that's what's available for him more than any other shot against the Twin Towers in this series. Except in the rare circumstance when, as you said, a Malik Rose is on him.
See, Duncan is double teaming off of him. That's why he's...
As we are back, y'all, as we come out of halftime. I hope you enjoyed that break. The Spurs are up 42-37 as we go into the third quarter of play. It's the Knicks down 13 at one point in the second quarter. Fought back to make it a 5-point game. It's the Spurs looking to extend their season as they face elimination. Knicks up 3-1 in the series. How will they close this game? They've been an excellent fourth quarter team all playoffs. Can they continue that to win their first championship in 53 years as we get started? Spurs with the ball to start. It's Castle dribbling it. Gets it up. As Wemby picks up a quick foul on Towns. Towns picks up his 4th foul. And so it was on an alley-oop attempt, so it is going to be just before the shot attempt. So it's going to be side out of bounds. As Castle with the ball, kicks it to Fox for 3, misses it, and Josh Hart grabbing the rebound. Brunson gets it to Anunoby, no good. Wemby grabs the rebound. That puts him in double digits for rebounds, 10 rebounds for Wemby. As he has the ball, kicks it to Castle, and he picks up a foul, an offensive foul. That's his 2nd foul of the game. It's Brunson inbounds it, gets the ball back. 37-42, Spurs with a 5-point lead. Brunson gets it to Robinson, passes it to Bridges, goes around the screen, goes up for 2, gets it to go. Bridges with 10 points. Castle gives it to Fox. Kicks it back to Castle. Gives it to Champagny, who shoots a quick 3 and knocks it down. Champagny, 11 points. It's Brunson with the ball for New York. Gives it to Mitchell Robinson. Hands it back to Brunson. 10 seconds to shoot. Stops, puts up a 2, and Brunson puts it down. 18 points for Brunson. So it's a 4-point game. And an offensive foul on Champagny. So it's going to send the ball back to the Knicks. So we've got 10-16 in the 3rd quarter to play. Brunson inbounds it to Bridges. Knicks swinging it around. Ball ends up with Brunson. 10 seconds to shoot. He pulls up for 3. No good, but Robinson grabs the rebound. His 5th rebound of the game. It's Brunson. Kicks it to Anunoby. Stops. Has to put it up. It is no good. And Wemby grabs the rebound. Kicks it to Fox. Gives it right back to Wemby. I believe a foul was called on the play. So there is a foul. So Wemby gets the and 1. And they are going to review this foul to see if Mitchell Robinson meets the criteria for a flagrant foul. So 11 points for Wemby, 11 rebounds. Robinson with his 1st foul of the game. 47-41. 9:42 to play in the 3rd quarter. If you guys are just joining, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a chat in the comments section. Let me know what you guys want to see. We do have a chessboard ready to go, so if you guys are wanting to play a game, just let me know with first move and we will get her started. Got some hot temperatures in Charlotte here over the next few days. Some upper 90s, upper 80s over the next week in Charlotte. Make sure to check your forecast here on Beater Gym Weather Reports. During commercial breaks, we have live replays of the 1999 finals. What we'll play next game, if there is a next game, I'm not sure yet, but that is still a question that has yet to be that it's not yet necessary need to answer that. If the Knicks can pull it out today and win their first championship in 53 years, we will not be broadcasting live for Game 6. But if the Spurs pull it out today, I will be live on Wednesday or Tuesday for Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So make sure to subscribe and stay up to date on updates as Wembanyama, who did pick up the flagrant foul from Mitchell Robinson, shoots the flagrant first free throw, misses it, so he'll have one more shot to make the and one free throw. But the Spurs will get possession after this. In addition to streaming any additional games of the NBA Finals, as Wemby knocks down the next free throw, I will be streaming select games of the FIFA World Cup starting next week. I will be posting my schedule on YouTube here in the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. And make sure to subscribe. The ball goes back to the Spurs, coming out of the flagrant foul as Champagnie steps back for three and hits it. Champagnie with some good shooting to start out. He's hit 4 threes thus far as Brunson with the ball for the Knicks. Spurs take a 10-point lead as Brunson picks up the foul on Castle. Castle's third foul of the game. And if you guys are enjoying the show, make sure to leave a support contribution in the form of a donation on the GoFundMe link in the description. My name is Beater Jim, here with P Residential Service. I am an independent broadcaster based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, looking to bring age-friendly, family-friendly sports entertainment and commentary to audiences of all kinds. So if you're looking to support independent broadcast, your contribution would be much appreciated. As Anunoby kicks it to Bridges, no good, and Vassell grabs the rebound. Gets it to Wemby. He spins inside, gets some space, shoots for two, and knocks it down. 14 for Wembanyama. 8:43 to play in the third quarter. Brunson with the ball for New York, kicks it to Bridges, wide open for three, as Bridges knocks it down. Bridges with 13 points. It's Wemby with the ball. Pulls up from three. Short. And it is rebounded by Josh Hart. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Champagnie. Gets some space and knocks down the two. That's his 20th point of the game. To make it a 7-point game. Just under the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter. Castle gets it to Vassell. Euros into the lane. And there's a foul on the play. Before the act of shooting. Anunoby picks up his third foul of the game. As Dylan Harper now checks in the game for the Spurs. $7:48 to play in the third quarter. Spurs with a 7-point lead. Castle inbounds it to Harper. As he gets a lane inside, lays it up for an easy two. Harper with his 13th point of the game off the bench. A great bench player in this final series thus far. As Bridges, guarded by Castle, kicks it to Anunoby, sidesteps for three, and it's blocked by Vassell. Great recovery by Vassell after Anunoby got him to jump. is still Knicks ball. Did go out on Vassell, so 8 seconds to shoot for the Knicks. Shamet checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Or excuse me, he checks in for Huck Porty, who's played very limited minutes this finals. Bridges inbounds it to Shamet. Kicks it to Hart, 4 to shoot, gives it to Brunson. He gets a lane inside and runs it in for 2. Brunson with 22 points. 7-point game. Harper gives it to Castle, gives it to Harper, gives it to Champagnie for 3 in the corner. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart as we cross the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. Hart with the ball, hands it off to Brunson, who shoots a 3. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Champagnie comes up with it. Gives it to Harper. Dribbles on Hart. Goes up for the left-handed layup. No good. Anunoby with the rebound. He goes hard right. Goes for the highly contested layup, and he knocks it down. And Spurs are going to take a timeout. So 55-50, a 5-point lead by the Spurs with 6:30 to play in the third. Spurs take a timeout. As Brunson leading the way with 22 points for the Knicks, but Wemby with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Harper with 13 points off the bench as the Spurs look to maintain their lead. About halfway to go in the third. As I'm going to kick it back to the 1999 finals, you guys make sure to subscribe, like the video, click the GoFundMe in the link in the description below.
They're on a 7-0 run, and the Spurs stop the clock.
New York leads by 8, 7:37 to go in the second quarter. You take a look at the scoring. Houston Sprewell, Larry Johnson chipping in tonight, and Thomas. But you see Duncan is 4 of 9. The rest of the Spurs 4 of 16. And Sean Elliott and Mario Elie 0 of 4 for only 2 points. Remember, these two guys combined for 32 points in Game 4.
Offensive foul against San Antonio. It's Malik Rose's second.
Duncan gets a little bit of a rest, and Greg Popovich says we do not want to dig ourselves a hole, so he comes right back. But remember, here's a guy who played 47 minutes in a couple playoff games, so he's used to going the entire way. Robinson's the guy they got to keep their eye on and get him the ample rest.
Sean Elliott also back with Jaren Jackson out. And this time the call goes the other way. Offensive foul on the Knicks. It's Chris Childs, and it's his first. Childs giving Johnson a bit of trouble as he brings it out of the backcourt.
So this is the pressure that New York wants right here. They want that clock burning down against them. Right now it's 10, and they still haven't gotten into anything.
But Duncan can take care of a lot of lapses.
That's not a bad option, is it, Bob? When in doubt, give it to Tim Duncan.
Houston. Tough luck on the shot. Johnson spinning. Dumping it off for Robinson. But an offensive foul.
One thing New York has done very well tonight, they've kept Avery Johnson out of the lane. Remember all the havoc that he wreaked in Game 4, Bob. He had 14 points, more importantly, 10 assists. When he got in there, it opened up the offensive boards. Tonight, that is not happening. And one thing that New York has got to stay away from, those scoring droughts that gets themselves in trouble.
Houston.
When in doubt, go to Allen Houston.
He's got 10.
Well, he's really getting so good in that low post area, something he's added to his game.
Ellie into Duncan. Back to Avery Johnson, left unattended, and misses from 20. Rebound back tapped, and Elliott has it. Duncan slings it cross court.
All right, guys, as we return from commercial break, Spurs with the ball. Just under 6:30 to play in the third quarter as Harper steps back for two and knocks down a quick J. 15 points for for Dylan Harper off the bench. It's Brunson carrying it up for New York. Tightly guarded. Kicks it to Deuce. Knicks swinging it. Hart with the ball, 4 to shoot. Gets it to Shamet, who pulls up for 3. No good, and Wemby picks up the rebound. Gives it to Harper. Goes up for Wemby, high. Goes up for the layup, and he gets it to go. 16 points for Wemby. Harper with his second assist of the game. Brunson pulling up a quick 3. Close closeout by the Spurs as Brunson hits a 3 and Vassell responds right away with a 3 of his own. And Brunson is not happy. Believes he got fouled on the closeout. As we go to commercial. Unsure if the refs are going to deliberate it or if it's just a timeout, but we will find out as I send it back. To 1999.
Inside to Robinson against Dudley. Jump hook. Good.
That was good defense. That was just better offense by David Robinson. Dudley was right there.
Houston starts his move on Elliott. And Joe Crawford spots a foul.
Very good ball movement this time by San Antonio. The ball went side to side, and then it goes inside to David Robinson. They're not going to double team him. Dudley's got him straight up. He wheels in there with that left hand and really just gets the kind roll. But Dudley can force him to take those kind of shots. He'll be okay.
Foul was Elliott's second. Kurt Thomas misses the open jumper. Robinson another rebound. Duncan with Thomas on him. Little fadeaway jumper is good.
Now that was a powerful move that time by Duncan. He actually got banged and he was able to continue on through and finish that shot. San Antonio back within 4.
And 14 for Duncan. Chris Childs catch and shoot.
All created out of the double team on Allen Houston. Duncan's going back to double the post. San Antonio does not like to do that. It gets him too spread out on the floor.
Robinson battling with Thomas. Hold on, says Steve Javy. That'll be number 2 on Thomas. Let's check with Jim Gray.
All right, thanks, Bob. As Marcus Camby comes back out on the court, Jeff Van Gundy walked over to him as he was waiting to come back in. He said, play aggressive. None of these little touch fouls. If you're going to create contact, make sure it's a good foul. Let's not pick up your third on anything cheap. Bob?
Sprewell back in for New York as well. Thanks, Jim. Mario Ellie with the bounce to Robinson. Camby hooks it away, and Houston takes it. Knicks with numbers. Houston the lob for Sprewell, but they can't quite finish it. Robinson got inside, and all Houston could do was grab him.
This place would have really gone crazy had this play gone through. Allen Houston, a great pass And Sprewell just a little bit out of his reach where he couldn't quite get a handle on it and finish it. That would have given him an 8-point lead. But what happens now, Spurs run right back and post Robinson. Allen Houston has to take the foul.
Mario Ellie on the move. Left hand. He was fouled.
All right, y'all. We are back. So it was not called a flagrant foul. Just a timeout for New York. 5:04 to play here in the third. San Antonio up 9. As Brunson gets it to Bridges, who falls over. And it is a jump ball. Two seconds on the shot clock for New York, so it's going to have to be very quick if they win this. And they do. Shamet gets a shot up in time, but does not make it. As Keldon Johnson grabs the rebound for the Spurs. Gets it to Harper. Kicks it to Wemby, top of the three. Goes to Fox. Kicks it to Harper, shoots 3. And that's good for Dylan Harper. 18 points off the bench for Harper. So we crossed the 4-minute, 30-second mark here in this third quarter. As Brunson dribbles inside. He's tightly guarded. And it's going to be another jump ball. The Spurs do a good job at getting hands on it. 4:15 to play here in the third quarter. Spurs back up by 12. Harper and Brunson going for the jump ball. And Mitchell Robinson gets it off the tip. So Knicks ball, Brunson with 6 to shoot. He backs down, shoots a fadeaway, no good. Fight for the rebound. And a loose ball foul against Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. His first foul. Four minutes to play. As Castle gets ready to check back in. Knicks inbound it. And Brunson picks up a foul from Harper. Harper's first foul of the game. Neither team in the bonus. Spurs holding on to a 12-point lead. We are under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter of Game 5. Spurs looking to extend their season. Knicks looking to win their first championship in 53 years. As another foul committed by the Spurs on Keldon Johnson. Picks up a second one very, very quickly. That's 3 very quick fouls for the Spurs. As Hart gets ready to check back in for the Knicks, as Mitchell Robinson heads to the bench. Karl Anthony Towns with 4 fouls, currently on the bench. Brunson with the ball. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass gets tipped. Next pass gets tipped by Wemby. But Knicks get a recovery. Anunoby shoots, misses, and it's rebounded by Castle. Gives it to Wemby, to Johnson, to Harper, who gets fouled. That foul is on Josh Hart. We have 3:35 to play here in the third quarter. Dylan Harper with 18 points off the bench. He's shooting 2 free throws. He misses the first one. Both teams in the bonus now. So for the next 3.5 minutes, each foul will send each team to the free throw line. And Harper knocks down the second free throw. So 19 points for Harper. 3.5 to play here in the third. Spurs up by 13. Knicks swinging it around. Anunoby steps back, gets space for 3, no good. Castle with the rebound. He dishes it to Harper. Drives, spins inside, misses it, grabs his own rebound, and puts it in. 21 points for Dylan Harper off the bench. Spurs with a 9-0 run. It's Brunson. Picks up a foul from Dylan Harper. Who has 3 fouls here in the game. Sending Jalen Brunson to the line for 2 free throws. Brunson with 25 points so far, leading all scorers. Harper close behind with 21. And Wemby with 16 points and 12 rebounds. As Brunson knocks down the first free throw. So Wemby with 12 rebounds. Towns with 8 rebounds. He's been out of the game most of the third quarter due to being at 4 fouls himself. But Bridges with 13 points, helping the Knicks out. Still a great defensive game by both teams, but the Spurs especially, as Brunson hits the second free throw to limit the Knicks' offense. The Knicks scored just 13 points in the first quarter, their lowest first quarter outing of the postseason. As an off-ball foul on Anunoby, that puts him at 4 fouls and is going to send Keldon Johnson to the line for 2 free throws. 2:51 remaining in the third quarter. So Keldon Johnson shooting 2. He's got 4 rebounds off the bench and hits his first free throw, putting him at 4 points. And if you guys are new to the channel or just joining us, my name is Beater Jim. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. I will be broadcasting the remaining games of this NBA Finals, as Keldon Johnson misses the second free throw, but Champagnie grabs a rebound, and Johnson gets it to Cornette, who gets it blocked. So Clarkson misses a 3, and Castle grabs a rebound. as Hukporti draws a foul. But like I was saying, I will be broadcasting the remaining games of this NBA Finals if the Spurs are to win tonight. Game 6 being, if necessary, on Tuesday, and Game 7, if necessary, on Friday of next week. I will also be broadcasting select games of the FIFA World Cup, so stay on the lookout for my schedule as I will be releasing that here in the next few days. Castle misses the first free throw. And guys, if you are interested in supporting the channel, I do have a GoFundMe link in the description. All support is welcome and appreciated. I do run this channel on an independent basis, so your donations go very far as Castle knocks down the second free throw. Just 3 points for Castle this game, but has played a great defensive presence. So valuable contributions from all the Spurs thus far as they maintain a 15-point lead, which Hart cuts down to 12 as he hits a 3. Minute 56 to play here in the third. As Castle kicks it out to Fox, kicks it one more to Champagny, who rises for 3. And it's rebounded by Wemby, who throws it to Brunson, trying to get it to a teammate. Brunson misses it, Hukporti with the rebound. And Clarkson gets it blocked by Harper. Goes off Harper, so it's still Knicks ball. A minute 30 to play here in the third. As Vassell checks in for the Spurs. As Brunson inbounds it to McBride, to Hukporti, to Brunson. Gets fouled on the shot. Fouls on Dylan Harper. That's his 4th foul. Is it going to be 3 shots? Ooh, is it going to be 3 shots at the line or 2 shots at the line? Let's take a look. So it is going to be 3 free throw shots at the line for Jalen Brunson, who's at 27 points thus far. As he knocks down the first, putting him at 28. Brunson leading all scorers. Harper leading all scores for the Spurs. 59-70. Spurs with an 11-point lead as Brunson has 2 more free throws. Here with 1:26 left in the third. Knocks down the second. 10-point game. As Towns still on the bench. He stayed out most of this third quarter, having 4 fouls. Dylan Harper himself with 4 fouls as well. As Brunson knocks down the third free throw, putting him at 30 points. It is a 9-point game as Fox dribbles it for San Antonio. Goes up for the quick floater and knocks it down. Spurs up by 11. A minute 7 to play in the third. As Deuce McBride misses the 3-pointer. Harper grabs the rebound. He dribbles right on Clarkson, who pokes it, but it goes to Fox. Kicks it to Harper for 3. Short. And rebound by Mitchell Robinson. He gives it to Brunson. Kicks it to Clarkson. Finds space, goes up for 2, and knocks it down. His first points of the game. 39 to play in the third as Harper dribbles it up for San Antonio. Goes left, kicks it to Fox for three, misses. Rebound Robinson. 22 to play. Just a second or two difference between the game clock and shot clock as Brunson has the ball with Vassell guarding him. 10 to play. Goes inside, gets Vassell up, shoots a fader. No good, but Robinson gets the rebound and put back as Wemby shoots a half-court three, and it is just shy. So the Spurs with a 7-point lead at the end of three. Jalen Brunson with 30 points. Wembanyama with 16 and 13 rebounds to go with 5 blocks. Harper with 21 points off the bench. 3 rebounds. Great game here in Game 5 as the Spurs look to extend their season one more game. The Knicks with championship aspirations, the first time in 53 years it would be if New York is to win this series. But if the Spurs win it today, we will be back on Tuesday for Game 6 of the NBA Finals. And if necessary, we will be back on Friday for Game 7 of the NBA Finals. So an exciting fourth quarter of basketball lined up to determine whether or not we will stream on Tuesday. An exciting series nonetheless. But while we are here in a commercial break, I am going to swap over my screen here for a second.
With airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. The capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra. Leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 0% APR for 5 years on 2026 Sierra 1500.
Quick heads up into our World Cup broadcast schedule for next week. My first game will be Monday, the 15th, Spain versus Cape Verde. This will be a test rehearsal in the sense that it is my first game. I'm going to be trying out my exciting features that I have set up for the FIFA World Cup. If you're interested in exploring those features, definitely check out my Excel Live series, which I've been posting over the last few days. But Monday we have Spain versus Cape Verde. Tuesday with France and Senegal, and Argentina, Algeria. Wednesday, Thursday, and then a triple header Friday. This will depend on the outcome of this game, and this will depend on the outcome of that game. So these ones will have to wait on for the time being. We will stream the finals if it takes priority. But be on the lookout for our World Cup streams starting next week. And since we are still in a timeout, or between quarters, I'm going to give you guys another little quick sneak peek at what we've been working on in our Excel Beater Gym Live broadcasts. Thus far, we're setting up our FIFA scoreboard. So much like this one we have for basketball, I've got one set up for soccer, football as well. And so I'm working on a mechanism that gets all the jersey numbers, all the player names, and a jersey kit design set in specific cells based on the formation. And it's all going to be aligned with the rosters, which we'll have here. This, I want to use as many colors as seen on the flag as possible, and then the score bug up here. So lots of exciting things to come. As we move back to the game, I'm a little bit behind y'all. All right, as Karl Anthony Towns is back in the game and throws it out of bounds. A little bit behind. 11:26. Dylan Harper taking a breather. Lead scorer for the Knicks, or excuse me, lead scorer for the Spurs. As Castle dribbles it for San Antonio. Kicks it to Keldon Johnson, who shoots a three, and it is good. Keldon Johnson with 7 points off the bench. As Alvarado gets a lane inside, kicks it out. One more pass to Hart, who shoots for three. That's good. Bridges with the assist. Hart with 12 points. 10:50 to play. Castle with the ball for the Spurs. Kicks it to Vassell, who shoots for three. No good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Gets it to Fox. Castle to Vassell. To Wemby, who dunks it home. Alvarado gives it to Towns. Spurs with a 9-point lead. Josh Hart with the ball. 7 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Has Vassell on him. Dribbles right. He's got to put it up. And it gets stolen. Castle with the ball for the Spurs. 10 minutes to play in the game. Vassell gives it back to Castle. 10 to shoot. Throws it up to Wemby. Misses it. Towns grabs the rebound. Gives it to Hart. Gives it to Towns. Dribbles left. Kicks it. One more pass. Hart gives it to Bridges. 8 to shoot. Shamet for 3. Knocks it down. Bridges with his 4th assist. Shamet with his first 3 points of the game. It's Castle. 9:15 to play. Castle kicks it to Vassell, who shoots a quick 3. Knocks it down. Vassell with 10 points. Make it a 9-point lead. As Alvarado gets space inside. No good. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs quick dribbling up the floor, and Castle gets fouled. The foul is on Josh Hart, his 3rd foul of the game. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. As we have a timeout on the floor.
The NBA Finals are brought to you by Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey, July 17th.
All right. And while we wait for the commercial break to return, I'm going to return it to the 1999 NBA Finals, Game 5.
That will be his 3rd. Let's see who they call this on.
It's on Houston. His second. 2 quick ones, though, in the last 10 seconds or so on Allen. Tomorrow on NBA Inside Stuff, Ahmad Rashad sits down with the Spurs' Tim Duncan. Let's throw it over to Ahmad and find out more.
Well, Bob, I found out that Tim Duncan is a very, very funny guy. But doesn't look like when he's playing basketball, he's so serious, but off the court has a lot of fun. Also has a pretty good bank shot I found out about. So you can find out a lot more if you watch Inside Stuff tomorrow. Bob?
Ahmad thanks. Mario Elie hits them both. And the Spurs are back to within 4. Childs has it back. Now Houston, 6 on the 24. It'll be Camby, and it'll be New York by 6.
Allen Houston is just creating shots for everybody. Out of the double team, out of the penetrating drives, he gets his own.
Duncan. Bennett Salvatore waves it off. He traveled. The Spurs turned the ball over 20 times in the course of losing Game 3. Survived 17 turnovers to win Game 4. Tonight, they've given it up 9 times to New York's 2 already. Sprewell, tough shot with a hand in his face, and it won't go. Robinson outlets to Avery Johnson. Duncan. How do you stop him?
Well, you don't. You got to hope that maybe somebody can get over and get a hand up. But, Bob, as we talked about before, when this game is over, Duncan and Robinson, you can put it in the book, are going to have 40 to 50 points. It's what their teammates do that's going to decide whether or not they can get the win tonight.
Let's look at what the Twin Towers have done through the series and to this point in Game 5. 23 points and 13 rebounds between them in this game. They combined for the monster 35 rebounds. 18 for Duncan and 17 for Robinson in Game 4. And between them they have 13, 7 for the Admirals, 6 for Duncan in Game 5. Pass for Johnson. Knicks lose it. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Spurs can close to within 2 if they hit a basket here. Robinson returns it to Johnson. Now here's Elliott.
All right, so we are back, y'all. So New York had actually challenged the call of a foul. It was an unsuccessful challenge. So they will be charged with the timeout. 9-point game, San Antonio with the lead. 8 minutes and 51 seconds to play in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Spurs looking to extend the series one more game. Knicks looking to win their first championship in 53 years. As Castle misses the first free throw. Dylan Harper checking in. Dylan Harper, 21 points off the bench to go with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. The leading scorer for the Spurs thus far. Brunson for the Knicks, the leading scorer for all teams, with 30 points. As Castle knocks down the second free throw. 8:48 to play. Brunson with the ball for New York. He's got Castle on him. Kicks it to Shamet. Dribbles left, gets inside, and puts it in. Shamet slow to get up. The ball goes to Harper, and he gets a nice layup for 2. 23 points for Harper. 10-point game, San Antonio. It's Towns with the ball. Kicks it to Brunson. Passes to Shamet in the corner for 3. No good. And it's rebounded by Harper. And the Knicks pick up a foul. Shamit with an off-ball foul. His first foul of the game. At a bit of an awkward landing, Shamit will be heading back to the locker room. Spurs get it in. Champagnie tries to get it to Wemby inside. Gets blocked. As Brunson gets Castle in the air at the three-point shot. So Brunson misses, but will be having 3 free throws. As Castle picks up his 4th foul of the game. So 4 players with 4 fouls. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. All at 4 fouls. Brunson at the line for 3 free throws. Misses the first one. 7:43 to play in the game. Brunson with 30 points. He's got 2 free throws remaining. Looking to cut it to within 10. He knocks down the second free throw. Brunson knocks down the third free throw. So 8-point game. San Antonio with the lead. Castle goes left, kicks it to Champagnie, gives it to Wemby. 10 to shoot. Steps back for 2 over Towns. No good. Rebound Anunoby. So he gives it to Brunson. Dribbles inside, gets a lane, makes the 2. Cuts it to 6 as the Spurs take a timeout. It's Brunson picking up quick points, putting him to 34 on the game, the leading scorer. 7:11 to play here in the 4th quarter of Game 5. Spurs with a 6-point lead. And following the game, I will be doing a brief post-game report, going over the scoring, updating stats there before. But an exciting game thus far. If you are interested in the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video to see more. I operate this channel on an independent basis, so if you are interested in supporting the channel, I've also included a GoFundMe ad or a GoFundMe link in the description below. All support is welcomed and appreciated. That link is in the description. I will be streaming the remaining games of the NBA Finals if San Antonio is to win this game. Next week, I will be streaming those games or that game. And I will also be streaming select games of the FIFA World Cup. So be on the lookout for my channel as I update you on that schedule. And we will have an exciting week in store. Before the 4th quarter started, I showed you guys a little bit of a sneak peek as to what our FIFA broadcast is going to look like. We've got a great system set up thus far. Need to do a little tweaking still, but we've got generated team kits, and we're working on a VBA code that outputs the player names and jersey numbers into their correct position based on the position or based on the formation that we have set up with all the rosters pulling in as well. I'm also going to be doing a hour-to-hour forecast for the event venue location, at least for the ones that are in the United States. So that is a project I'm working on. I'll probably do a video tomorrow going over that. I want to introduce some of the logic behind how I've gotten this weather board looking the way I have. We've got a score bug that is in development. I've got to make a quick edit to the timer. Still looking to complete that, but we do live stream my work on this. It's something I've been doing over the past few days, so definitely check in tomorrow for part 6 of our Excel tasks live for the FIFA World Cup setup project. I will be live streaming that sometime tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. More than likely in the morning, going into the early afternoon. But a lot of exciting things lined up for the near future. But we are still in a timeout, and so I'm actually going to kick it back to Game 5 of the 1999 finals. But as I say that, we are out of timeout now, so we're going to kick it back to our main broadcast screen. It's getting late, y'all. Getting fluffed in my words, but it's alright. 7:02 to play. Spurs with a 6-point lead. Castle with the ball. 5 seconds to shoot. He stops, pulls up for 2. It's short. Wembanyama going for the rebound and ends up collecting an offensive foul. So Wemby picking up his 3rd foul. He's going to give the Knicks the ball. 6:50 to play. Knicks ball. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Brunson with the ball for the Knicks. Down 6. Spurs trying to create a game 6. And Brunson hits a layup over Wemby. It's Fox controlling the ball. Pass it to Champagnie. Pump fakes. Loses it. And the Knicks grab the steal. So the Spurs now. The Knicks. Down 4 with just under 6 to play. As Towns steps back for 3. No good. Wemby with the rebound. As Fox has the ball. 5:42 to play in the game. Spurs looking to hold on to the lead. 83-79. Fox gives it to Wemby, who gets an offensive foul. As the Spurs are going to challenge the call. So the Spurs are challenging the call. It would be Wembanyama's 4th foul. But they're challenging it to see if Towns pushed Wembanyama into an illegal screen position. So we go to commercial break. And with that, I'm going to send it back to 1999.
Well, that's tough luck there for New York. Great defense. The ball's knocked over, loose ball, and Avery Johnson picked up. And through all this now, the Spurs are hanging around, down only 2 now, going inside 2 minutes of the half.
Houston. The rebound to Duncan, and San Antonio looks to tie.
Bob, the one thing here, they're going to try to go to David Robinson against Camby. He cannot pick up his 3rd foul.
Coming in front for the steal is Spreewell. He's gone. Boy, will he play those passing lanes.
Oh, Bob, how fast he closes the distance between that pass. You try to make that pass over 20 feet, he's going to shoot the gap and get the score.
And Avery Johnson wisely didn't even try to catch up to foul him. He just let him go. Now it's Spreewell again, but this time he got a piece of...
All right, so the refs have deliberated. Scott Foster is announcing it.
It's been determined that prior to the offensive foul called on Wembanyama, Towns two-hand shoved him into that action. Therefore, a defensive foul being put on Towns. Is a successful challenge? Is their second?
So a successful challenge, which is going to charge the foul on Towns, putting him at 5 fouls. Both teams are out of challenges. Towns with 5 fouls. One more sends him out. Spurs are up 4. 5.5 to play. Spurs ball. It's Towns. He's going to take a seat on the bench. Dylan Harper inbounding the ball for the Spurs. Gets it to Wemby. Gives it to Fox. Pulls up for 2. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Brunson ends up with it. So he goes up for 2. Misses the layup, but draws a foul. Champagny picks up the foul. His 3rd foul. Sends Brunson to the line for 2 to put the Knicks within 2. 5:18 to play. Spurs looking to hold on. Knicks looking to win a championship. Whose night will it be? As Brunson knocks down the first. He's at 37 points. As he knocks down the second. 2-point game. It's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. It's Mitchell Robinson, pokes it. Still Spurs ball. Spurs inbound it. Fox with the ball. 8 seconds to shoot. Pulls up for 2 over Bridges. Short. Fight for the rebound. Harper. No good. Anunoby ends up picking up the rebound. Gets it to Brunson. Drives inside. And gets the layup to go. This puts him at 40 to tie the game. 83-83. 4.5 to play in the game. It's Cornette. Gives it to Harper, who pulls up a 2. Contested. No good. Fight for the rebound. And the Knicks pick up a loose ball foul on Anunoby. His 5th foul. Brunson seemingly cannot miss in this game. Got 40 points to tie the game. Spurs inbound to Wemby. He gives it to Fox. Kicks it to Harper. One more to Vassell. Pump fakes. Shoots. Knocks it down. Spurs up 2. 4:08 to play. Brunson with the ball. Backing down Harper. Spins. Fades. Misses. And it is out of bounds on the Spurs on the rebound. So the Knicks are going to keep it. San Antonio in the bonus. Brunson inbounding. Gives it to Hart in the corner. Kicks it to Robinson. Brunson running around. Gets the ball. 6 to shoot. Bridges back to Brunson. 3 to shoot. He's going to have to pull up. Deeply contested over Vassell. Misses the shot. But he's going to get 3 free throws off the foul from Vassell. As Brunson is going to get 3 free throws. Chance to give the Knicks the lead. As he knocks down the first free throw. 41 points for Brunson. 3:40 to play here in Game 5. The Knicks are also now in the bonus. As Brunson ties the game, hitting his second free throw. He's got one more. Knocks down the third. 43 points for Brunson. Gives the Knicks a 1-point lead. Their first lead since the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox pulls up for 2, misses it, and Robinson grabs the rebound. And New York calls a timeout. All right, so 3:14 to play in Game 5. The Knicks are up 1 as they look to win a championship. Spurs looking to stay alive. If you guys are just joining, make sure to like and subscribe, as we could have a champion tonight. New York looking for that first title in 53 years. 3:14 to play. Brunson with 43 points. As New York has done well to come back from 12 down, not just once, but twice in this game. Have come back from 12 points at 2 different times. Harper with 23 points off the bench, leading all scorers for the Spurs. Wemby with 18 points and 14 rebounds. He's been a little quiet here in the fourth quarter. Hart with 12 points. Bridges with 13. Champagnie with 14. Vassell with 12. Great team game, great defensive game. Wemby with 5 blocks. We've got 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to play. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to close out this game. The Knicks are up 1, their first lead since the first quarter. As Brunson picks up an offensive foul. Castle dribbling it for San Antonio. Gives it to Vassell. Back to Castle. Goes left, goes up strong. Misses it. Knicks get the rebound. Bridges. Great play. Hart gives it to Brunson. 2:50 to play. Vassell picks him up. Passes it to Towns. 6 to shoot with Harper on him. He pulls up. Off balance. Hart rebounds. Puts it up. Misses. Wemby with the rebound. It's Harper. Highly contested. Gets it blocked, but gets the rebound. Ball goes to Wemby. Kicks it to Harper. He goes up right. Misses it. Towns grabs the rebound. Anunoby to Hart. To Towns. Back to Hart. To Anunoby. who gets it on a goaltend. So the Knicks go up 3 with 2:07 to play. So Knicks up 3. Stefan Castle has it as we go under 2 minutes to play. Wembanyama smothered, draws a foul, and Towns picks up his 6th and final foul. He is out of the game. So Towns out of the game. Mitchell Robinson checking in for him. So Wemby has 2 free throws. It's Wemby with 2 free throws. Spurs down 3, so looking to make it a 1-point game. And he misses the first.
If you're San Antonio, Mitchell Robinson grabs that offensive rebound, grabs the rebound. Do you want to foul them?
Minute 53 to play. Season on the line for the Spurs. Wembanyama makes the second free throw. 2-point game. It's Brunson controlling the ball. Castle guarding him. Vassell picks him up. 8 seconds to shoot. Brunson sizing him up. 4 to shoot. Goes right. Steps back. Tough 2. Too tall. Too much. Goes off the back of the backboard. It's going to be Spurs ball. Minute 29 to play. Spurs with the chance to tie it or take the lead. They inbound it to Dylan Harper. Both teams in the bonus, so all fouls send all players to the free throw line. As Harper gets in the paint, spins, shoots for 2, and knocks it down. Dylan Harper ties the game with a minute 14 to play. Brunson gets some space, goes up for the floater, and he puts it in. 45 points for Brunson. It's Fox dribbling the ball for San Antonio. He goes fast left, picks it up, gives it to Wemby. Back out to Fox, who shoots a 3. No good. And Hart grabs the rebound. Knicks with the ball. 47 seconds to play. Brunson with it. He's got Fox on him. Dribbles. Goes left. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Wide open for 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. Harper picks it up. Goes up quick. Coast to coast. Misses it. As Hart grabs the rebound and gets fouled. 26 seconds to play. As Hart's going to go to the free throw line to make it a 4-point game for the Knicks. So 26 seconds. Josh Hart with 2 free throws. Makes the first one. Knicks. 26 seconds away from a championship. Hart with the chance to make it a 4-point game. Misses the second, but it's rebounded by Mitchell Robinson. As the Spurs foul OG Anunoby. As the OG hits the first free throw. 4-point game. We're down to 21 seconds. And Anunoby misses the second, and Vassell picks up the rebound. So Spurs take a timeout. New York up by 4.
For all the visitors at the door, jumping in to save the day. A baby on the move and a guy who just can't stay. The fire that's getting closer.
20 seconds to play.
Whatever it is, if you have free, you can be sure that it's protected. Shop savings now at Amazon.com. Popeye's $6 big box is back, y'all. Big news.
I'm going to quickly update our stats.
It's that juicy, crunchy marinade.
We will do a quick post-game report upon the conclusion of this game.
$6. Whoever said work smarter, not harder, didn't realize you could do both. Another fourth-quarter gem for the Knicks here in these finals, but still 20 seconds remaining. Knicks lead by 4. Spurs still in the timeout. Both teams in the penalty. There are no challenges remaining.
All right. As we come out of the timeout, Spurs ball, 20 seconds. Need to get a score. They're down 4 with 20 seconds left. Castle inbounding the ball. Throws it up high for Wemby. As he pulls up, shoots an immediate 3. And it's rebounded and put back in on the dunk by Castle. 16 seconds to play. Spurs cut it to 2. Huge putback by Stephon Castle. His first field goal of the night. Could not come at a better time. As Knicks take a timeout.
Where are my ultras? Ultras on me. Going for the win. Look at the determination on his face. I just flip the switch. I don't know nobody else is doing this. Don't never stop. Seconds remaining. Stephon Castle throws it in. The inbounder's the one that's getting these follows. Certainly happened in game 4 and here in game 5. Just like Anunoby did.
All right.
Little different play, obviously.
So we are back. 16 seconds remaining. Spurs ball. Or excuse me, Knicks ball. Each team with a timeout. Both teams in the bonus. Spurs down 2. Knicks looking to win a championship. As Brunson gets the ball. Shot clock is turned off. Tight defense. And there's going to be a foul. Mikal Bridges going to the line for 2. Harper picks up his 5th foul.
Again, they're bodying him. So he foul. It's a foul right there at midcourt. They missed out. Fortunate for Jalen Brunson not getting the call, and it ends up in the hands of Bridges.
So Bridges, with 8 seconds to play, can give New York a 4-point lead. Misses the first one. San Antonio does have a timeout remaining. So make or miss, San Antonio can take a timeout. Think about how they want to take the last possession. But they gotta get the rebound if he misses. And Bridges makes it. So a 3-point game as the Spurs, and I did it again, as the Spurs take their final timeout. We will, so for our commercial break entertainment, we will pick back up from Game 5 of the 1999 Finals in Game 6, if there is a Game 6. But San Antonio is going to have to get a 3 here with 8 seconds to play in the game. If not, we'll find another time to resume this video. But if you guys are enjoying, make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date on all new videos and live streams. I will be streaming select games of the FIFA World Cup starting next week, as well as any remaining games of the NBA Finals if San Antonio is to win today. Be on the lookout for those. I have been live streaming my Excel setup for the FIFA broadcast, so if you're interested in behind the scenes content, make sure to look for those replays on my channel. I will be live streaming a little bit tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that as well, as we look to tie the final pieces as we prepare for our first FIFA test rehearsal stream on Monday. So stay tuned for that update. 8.8 seconds to play. Spurs down 3. Coming out of the timeout, it's their ball. All comes down to this. Castle will be inbounding. He gets it to Harper, and they foul him immediately. So a smart foul by New York. Don't give him a chance to shoot 3. He's going to send Harper to the line for 2. He's at 25 points today. Leads all scorers for the Spurs. And doing it coming off the bench. So a great playoff series by Dylan Harper thus far off the bench. The Spurs are out of timeouts. New York has 1. They're down 3, and Harper has 2 free throws. And he misses the first. So that changes the approach. Will the Spurs try to miss it intentionally? And they do that, and they foul Anunoby right away. As the Knicks looking to gain a 5-point lead, essentially putting it out of reach. So OG Anunoby misses the first free throw. So still a 3-point game.
Shabbat comes in, Bridges comes in.
Lance, you think these Knicks players missing these free throws? They're feeling it. They're feeling the tension, the pressure, how close they are to their ultimate goal. Got to lock in and knock down this. And if he makes it now, no timeout for San Antonio. If you're the Knicks,
Spurs do not have a timeout. And OG makes the second. Ball goes to Fox. He's got to pull up. Gives it to Wemby. Quick three. No good. And the Knicks have won. The Knicks have won the NBA championship for the first time in 53 years. As they close out here in San Antonio. Final score 94-90. It's Jalen Brunson, 45 points here in Game 5. What a game by the Knicks. I don't know if there's been a single game in this series where they have not been down by at least 10 points at one point in the game and have not cut the deficit to take a lead. I don't know if there's a game in this series where they have not done that. And that has been the story of their playoffs. And they have pulled it off for their first championship in 53 years.
The emotions coming pouring out as the Knicks are the 2026 NBA champions in another thriller, another heartbreaking loss for the San Antonio Spurs. Walt Clyde Frazier with one of the great performances in NBA Finals history. Watching the current Knicks, who he said reminds him of the 1970 Knicks.
this was such a team effort to see New York City
Wow.
for the last few
Well, guys, for those of you who have followed along for this series, it has been an absolute blast getting to share this time with you guys for the NBA Finals. I have thoroughly enjoyed this process of learning and growing and doing this commentary series over the past few weeks. I am excited to continue doing this with the FIFA World Cup starting next week. I'm also looking to develop a PGA Tour broadcast spreadsheet here in the near future, so stay tuned for that. We will be picking up with our Excel setup for the FIFA broadcast tomorrow, but that is going to conclude it for our NBA Finals series as New York wins the NBA Finals to get their first championship in 53 years. Congratulations to New York and the Knicks fans. Jalen Brunson with 45 points, the leading scorer. Dylan Harper next up with 25 points. But that is going to do it, y'all. We have had a great night of broadcasting. We will pick up with Game 5 of the 1999 Finals at a later time, but that is going to do it for tonight. This has been your boy Beater Jim with P Residential Service. Thank you guys for checking out this series throughout the NBA Finals. We will be back next week with the FIFA World Cup. Congratulations to New York, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.